Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. We are back because I'm an idiot. Please, everyone, stop. What? Same issues as last race? Oh, that is perfect. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. This is not good. This is really not good. All right. Oh, that is silly. That is silly. Ay, ay, ay. That is so silly. Alright, this is basically the same problems we had last week, which really doesn't help all that much. Yeah, it really doesn't help a whole lot. Let's see, Bulgies, they are where? Chaos Omega. Alright, I'll get going there. Omega. Let's see, other PC. Untargeted. Boom. is that, and Mario and Marie didn't get on track, so that's their fault. Alright, here we go. Hey Piggy, yeah, it seems like there's issues again. Which is it? Yeah, great. And oh, stop. Why stop right? Oh yeah, Mario didn't get on. I don't think Ivano's restart. Oh, maybe he is. The issues just keep piling up. Ay, ay, ay. I am not going to say anything because this is not my lobby. And ultimately, this is Ivano's lobby, his rules. He decides. And this is not anyone else's decision. But you should see now, since everyone is leaving. I am not gonna say anything though to him. As we wait for yet another restart. Oh yeah, great. I love Gran Turismo. I really don't. All right. Now everyone should be on track. And we should be able to get this race going. All right, good luck. We have Grim as well. And we're off. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? And looking like a good start, but a little sketchy at the back there. Ivano keeping up with Luigi. Going for a move on maybe the outside corner. I have no idea what any of these corners are called, if they're called anything. And I'm already lost in the turn numbers anyway, as we see Ivano just, yeah, passing Adrenaluke and moving away from him. Oh, I'm doing good, Dennis. I'm doing good. I'm a little warm today, but other than that, I'm doing good. Still don't have any motivation to do any racing, as we see Adrenaluke has now dropped 1.4. I call it the corner's good, yeah. Ivano is now almost 2 seconds ahead of the American, as we see Boss now in third, with Dharma in fourth, Urk in fifth, and Trout has left the building. Mario Marie in sixth, Grim in seventh, and Mickey in eighth. So my Scandinavian brother has not fared well in the first lap. And never mind DRC Kimaru there. It's just the layout or overlay bug. As we see, Grim goes for a very opportunistic. Oh, whoa. very stuttery, but very opportunistic move on Mickey. But as we see a lot of off-road action. And Mario and Marie, I'm just going to call him Mario. Oh, he is in the Mario costume by the looks of it. No, he's in the Mario Kart, but and we have Mickey coming up to close in on him. Oh, ho, ho. Mario struggles to keep Mickey behind, and as we do see a lot of lag stutters still. Oh man, one of the reasons why I haven't played GT over the past week, sadly. As we see Mario and Marie just going very wide through the second to last turn there and losing the spot to Mickey. Mickey taking up the chase to Urk. Urk will have to go in defense mode right now. As we see a yellow flag in front as Dharma has gone off. Sadly, we don't have a replay function. And yeah, Dharma has probably smacked the wall somewhere. As we see Mickey is under pressure from Mario. Mario going past, Mickey going past again. Mickey's on the outside, and oh, we have contact between the two, but they still stay on track. Mario on the inside again, Mickey on the outside. Good strong racing from these two. Come on, my Scandinavian brother. As we see Urk struggling through the second to last turn there. Almost losing it to Mickey straight away. Mario has dropped off a little bit. Urk in full defense mode against Mickey the Dane. Oh, a little contact there, and Mickey goes flying. Holy crap! And I think Urk also fell off the track, fell off flying. And Urk drops down to 5th, just in front of Dharma, Grim, Mario. And taking a look back with Mr. Ivano, the gap has dropped to 1 second in front of Mr. Adrenaluke. Lucky Luke, we're going to call him now. That's going to be his official new nickname. That was a great save. And yeah, Ivano still staying in front of the American. I'm not sure if there's any tire wear or fuel management to do in these kart races. I don't really think so. As we see, Ivano is 1.3 ahead of Luke. And almost 2 seconds again, so there is sections where Ivano is a lot stronger than Luke, it seems. And we have Boss in third. Boss originally opted to stay out of this race because he hated the karts, but I'm glad he stayed in, because now he's in a very strong third. No one close behind, and he has 2 people in front that he needs to go chasing. So let's hope he keeps that JPS looking crispy clean as we see Mickey off! And holy crap! Mickey into the tumbleweeds as he loses 2 spots to Dharma and Urk. They have now, oh, as we see Dharma going off! And Urk passing, oh, holy crap! Oh yeah, like I said, these karts are not easy to control, as we see Grim there almost losing it into the second turn. Very, very difficult track for these karts. As we know, the physics model in GT is a little sketch sometimes. And as we see, Ivano is now 4 seconds ahead of Adrenaluke. Go, Ivano, drive into my heart. You've had so much bad luck over the past season and the first race where you got totally taken out by a lag or a loose rear end on the Mustang. Go, Ivano. 4.7 ahead of Luke. As we have Luke, he seems to just now be focusing on staying ahead of Boss. Maybe Adrena Luke is also playing the patient game, where he just sits back quietly and wait for Ivano to possibly make a mistake, and then phew, he is passed. Boss is not closing in all that much on Mr. Luke. We have Mickey still in fourth, doing well so far. Has had a little turbulent start to the race, Mickey. Same with Mario and Marie there, and Grim, he's just trying to keep his cart on the black stuff. The voice of the driver's room, doing good in sixth. Let's hope he can possibly snag another position, and he's getting closer to Mr. Mario. Man, there is a lot of stutter from the two. Sadly, nothing we can do about. It is the server stability issue that we've been plagued with ever since Gran Turismo's launch. Driven by Dharma, or just Dharma, has not had the best of the starts, really. He's had a few claps with the wall on the start-finish straight, if we can even call it a start-finish straight. But still, he's doing okay. Ivano now seems to be stretching the lead a little bit. 5.5, 5.6. Has Adrena Luke had an issue somewhere? Or is Luke just slowing it down? I don't know. As it seems like Ivano is a turn or two ahead of Luke at the time. Boss in third, 17 seconds in front of Mickey. Mickey 12 seconds in front of Mario. And yeah. Grim has got in front of, is it Urk? Or catch? I have completely lost the track of everyone, really. As we see, Urk now is trying to close in on the voice of the driver's room. Oh, the lag is not good. The lag is really not good on this one. Oh, wow. Drivers can't really be side by side. As we see, Ivano is closing in on the back markers. So Ivano has driven remarkably well. As we see, Mickey has the fastest lap time of a 53.5. Yeah, we have Mr. Luke still 5.5 seconds behind Ivano, as we just try to look on with Ivano as he's about to lap Urk. And I think... Oh, did we see Urk get tapped by Ivano? Maybe not. What happened to Grim? I think Grim just had a moment and went diving out into the dirt. This is not an easy race. That we can tell straight away from this. Dharma is really not having an easy time of this that we can see. Ivano still struggling to lap Mr. Urk. We have Mr. Lucky Luke closing in on Ivano. And there we have Urk just letting Ivano through. Let's take a look with Mr. Adrenaline Luke as we see a yellow flag up in the distance. Oh my goodness, look at how much they have to correct the steering wheel. I think these are 250cc engines, so they do have some power to them. Oh, Mr. Luke getting past Urk and Mario, I think, yeah. Boss now just stays out of trouble, and if we can just keep this pace up and the consistency in order, it should be looking good for the Goose Lord himself. Mickey still in fourth. 38 seconds ahead of Urk, so he is safe in fourth. But he has caught up to Boss. He has caught up a lot. As we see Urk and Mario struggling in the back. Oh, as we see Mario just going off on the start finish. Not easy cars to drive this. Really not easy cars to drive. Dharma. And our leader of the race, Ivano. He has more or less done no mistakes in this one. Got held up a little bit by the back markers, but doing good. We have 14 minutes left of this race. Holy crap, that is a long time in these cars. Pretty sure these guys are going to be sick and tired of these cars by the end. So yeah, we have the Italian Stallion in the lead. I'm just going to close my window a little bit. Something I thought I'd never say on a warm day. But I'm doing it so people don't think I'm crazy in the neighborhood. A little behind the scenes humor there. Adrena Luke hasn't been able to close in all that much on Ivano. Doesn't stop the man from trying. Boss has lost all the gap to Mickey. Mickey is closing in on Boss. This should be the battle for third pretty shortly. It's just getting past the Goose Lord. And that's not easy either. But Mickey goes on the inside of Boss and takes third. Boss hasn't given up. He goes, going on the inside into the second to last turn there. Defending his position, but Mickey has more speed out of the turn and he goes off into the gravel. No! Oh, and he's getting slapped a 5-second penalty for his troubles as well. Holy crap, man, that it was an ambitious move. It would have worked if he had more... if he managed to turn in a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure Boss is kind of relieved for that moment. But Mickey will have about 10 seconds to try and catch up on again, and he will lose about 10 seconds probably total from the 5-second penalty. It is harsh, it is brutal, and it is merciless. But what can you do? As we see Mario getting lapped again by Mickey. Or, no, Mickey of course has to do his penalty. Urk in 5th. Grim in 6th. I think Grim is struggling quite a bit with this card. As we see Mickey closing in on the Grim. Mario is now down in 8th. He has a penalty to shake off as well. And Ivano is just running away with it at this point. We have about 10 minutes to go. Will Ivano be able to keep his tongue in the middle of his mouth? As we say in Norway, tunga midt I munn. And take the win, or will the commentary curse strike him when he least expects it and wants it? It all remains to be seen. Adrena Luke there, 7 seconds behind. Catching up a little bit. But Ivano does have sections of the track where he seems to be a little bit faster. Boss still in 3rd. Mickey has a long way up to go. Don't know if he's going to be able to catch back to the Goose Lord. Anything can happen at this point. Urka's had a few bad laps. Just put him down in 5th. Grim has not fared as good either, and he gets slapped with a 1 second penalty from where I do not know. Oh my goodness! It seems to be the spot on track where if you don't do that turn correctly, it just kicks you off into the wall and into the audience, which is really not good. These cars might not be moving fast, but they are. It is a lot of momentum in them regardless. And Mario now in 7th, Dharma in 8th still, and yeah, Dharma really hasn't been lucky with this one, as we see a lot of stutter. Yeah, I hope Polyphony in the future can fix their game and the multiplayer, so we don't have to see all of these stutters. Ivano still holds the lead with 7.5 seconds on Adrenaluke. And let's hope he can keep his focus for another 8 minutes or so. Come on, Ivano. This will be have to be the moment where Mr. Luke will have to push everything he has, every ounce and every bit of skill he has left, to try and catch up to our Italian friend. Sadly, none of these people can use the Norse Hammer Mjolnir. That is reserved for Kim. Although he has never used it in a Sunday League race, though. Mickey has... What? Wait, what? What? What in the world? Mickey has caught up to Boss? He was 11 seconds... What? How in the... What? What? Mickey's in 3rd! Mickey's in 3rd! How in the... How did Mickey do this? How, where did Mickey come from? Where did he come from? Where did Mickey... Whoa, I am so shocked. I didn't even realize he was... last time we saw him, he was about 10-11 seconds behind Boss, and now he's 3rd. What in the absolute world? Yeah, that was very unexpected. That was very unexpected. That could be possible. That could be very possible. That Boss made a mistake somewhere and that lost him about 10 seconds. Yeah, that could be very possible. Yeah, and just look at the gap between Mickey and Boss. I did not expect to see Mickey up in the podium after his little trip out into the gravel. But yeah, we have a new 3rd place, which is Mickey. Boss down in 4th now, Urk still in 5th, Mario in 6th, we have Dharma in 7th, and Grim now down in 8th. So Grim is really not having a good race at all. I'm pretty sure Grim is just gonna write this one off as a race he does not gonna give a flying crap about. And he will probably just write this one off as one to forget about. I know Grim is a good... Oh, as the commentary curse strikes Grim. And oh, Grim got reset. I know Grim is a strong racer, and he is a good fair racer, but he just struggles a little bit with this one. As we see, Adrenaluke is now 15, almost 16 seconds behind Ivano. So I think Adrenaluke must have had an issue somewhere, a mistake done somewhere. And Ivano has just used this to build the gap even further. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mickey. He is 1.7 seconds behind Adrenaluke. We will have another battle for a second. Will Luke be able to hold the Dane away? My Scandinavian brother, will he be able to overtake Mr. Adrenaluke? 0.3 separating the two. Mickey's on fire tonight. Oh, as we see Mickey trying to go for a move on the outside. He has done this a few times in the race. Will Mickey be able to do it without causing an accident with someone, with Luke? And it looks like Luke has the better exit out of the turn. But Mickey still stays behind. We have 9 seconds down to Boss. Holy crap, Mickey's driven. As we see, oh my goodness, Luke. Oh, I think that caught Luke out and he lost concentration for a moment. And that is Adrenaluke down into third place. And we have Mickey already 4.5 seconds ahead. Holy crap! This race really is finishing off to something else. I didn't expect this at all. Wow! Yeah, Mickey really caught Adrenaluke off guard there. Yes, probably one up Toadstool. Oh, hey, Luigi! Bye, Luigi! Yeah, Toad totally beat Luigi on this one. Boss in the JPS machine is about 7 seconds behind Mr. Luke. If anything, Boss has at least been very consistent in today's race, considering he didn't want to do this one. But good on Boss for seeing the race through, as we just have 20 seconds remaining of the race. And let's go with our leader, Ivano. And we can already see Mick chewing out the lead that Ivano has, but Ivano is just too far ahead for Mickey to do anything. 11.6 now. I don't think Ivano is at all concerned about losing his win right now. Let's go on board with Ivano till the end, as we see Boss has finished the race. Dharma has also finished. Same with Urk. And we have Ivano finally taking a win. Mickey in second, and we will have Adrenaluke in third. So yeah. Thank you all for watching DRSL. The stream will keep on going, but if everything works out well, I will have a recording of this put up in the Drivers Room channel. Right, that is round number 2 DRSL done. As we now wait for the guys to get back into the lobby so that DRFS can start. All right. Just waiting for the Serb lobby to switch to DRFS. Autopolis scares the living daylights out of me. That's why I will not be running DRFS this week. Next week will be Watkins Glen with the Amuse Superleggera, and that will be an edited footage after the race sometime. Round 1 is still to come as an edited footage from Mr. Slingshot Cherberg, but for now I'm just going to wait. We are going to wait until the weather cools off a little bit. It has been quite toasty over here in Norway. Still 22 degrees, and it just feels very warm. All right, DRSL now is done, and DRFS is about to begin. I will save the replay as well. All right. Okay, DRFS is about to get underway. And it is getting darker over here. The spring or autumn. Is it autumn? Let's get close to winter. Starting to close in, so yeah. Alright, so with round 2 being the official round where Slingshot Cherbourg and the Kim duo is making this round or season known, we have the new car on display, and as we're going to see, the Cowmobile of Goose Racing of Boss. It is the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo, or also known as the Bugatti Chiron. This is not the Group 1 car. The Group 1 car is limited to about 500-600 horsepower. This beast of a car, and I mean monster of a car, has 1600 horsepower. But in this season, in this championship, the car has been significantly nerfed down to about 1040 horsepower. So it has had 600 horsepower tune off its performance. But saying that, this car, during testing on the Special Stage Route X with 1000 horsepower, this beast still reaches 400 plus kilometers an hour. And I'm saying 400 kilometers an hour because I'm Norwegian, I'm a Scandinavian, and we use the metric system. So that is the measurement I use. 400 plus kilometers an hour is what this monster can do. But with that said, this car is quite understeery, it is quite heavy, and it will be a difficult car to get around the track. And to bring this into a more interesting state, the tires are locked at soft tires. And as we all know, Gran Turismo 7 and its new tire model, we know that the soft tires are usually the tire to qualify on and not the tire to race on. And we've had our fuel and tire multipliers reduced for this season, and still, as you can see, Boss has started on his 3rd lap, and the tires are already starting to drop off. And there we have Ivano in his Wrecking Ball Racing livery. I think it's Wrecking Ball Racing. Looking good, exceptionally good. I'm not exactly sure who won round 1, but we'll get around to that when Mr. Slingshot Cherbourg does his video. I should really say I do the video, but, you know. There we have Mickey, our independent racer, I believe. Ivan, or Vlave, the guy that could have been the champion in the first season on GT7, but he passed out about 3 races, and I am happy to say I was crowned the king once more. Unfortunately, I won't be able to defend my title for too much. This track scares me, Piggy. I'm sorry. I feel dirty saying your name, but yeah, this track just scares the living hell out of me. Starting with the downhill section we're coming to right now. This section scares the living hell out of me because even though I know where to brake, I'm still terrified about that right-hand turn. I am terrified about the uphill right, then left, and the slow right here, and even slower right. Mr. Parade. Hey, Koshan. Thank you. It's a stream, not not a video, but yeah. And that is half a lap with Mr. Ivano. Yeah, this track scares the living hell out of me. I just I don't like it for a very good reason. The short circuit is actually quite fun to race around on. And it doesn't look like we have too many racers today. Urk has still not gotten out on track. But yeah, this track doesn't seem to be very popular in the minds of a lot of people. And I think, yeah, Boss is on his 4th lap, and we can see how much the tires are starting to die. And Boss is, for the moment, in P1. Mickey should be on his out lap. No, he's actually going for a fast lap now, I think. But as we can see, I think he might have some brake balance set to the front of the car, which will also tear out the front tires. Urk now out for his quali lap. We'll park it on Ivano while I just have to do what nature calls me to do and go to the toilet real quick. Okay, we are back. And Boss's tires have died to the point where there's no more grip. Ivan has set a new best lap time of 1:42.6. That is 0.297 in front of Boss, and as always, I don't know how to say the hundreds and thousands of a second stuff. I am not that educated. When it comes to math, numbers, I really am not in my comfort zone at all. And yeah. Boss, I think, needs to rethink his tire choice for this one. Maybe mediums would be better suited. Mickey in 4th. We have Urk there still in 3rd on his Flyer. Grim in 6th. Let's see if Grim can get this car around a little better than the go-kart, or maybe this car is worse to drive than the go-kart for our Grim man. Grim is on his out lap as we speak. Boss into the pits there to change to some better tires. Or fresher soft tires. There we have Urk in 3rd. So, oh, they're completely missing turn 1 there. Turn 1 also is a very difficult turn to get right in my eyes. Because it's banked, you can't really see the apex of the corners, and that also sadly scares the living hell out of me. A lot of things scares me on this track. And we have Ivano now with a best lap time of a 1:41.7. So that puts Ivan down almost a second behind Ivano. So that is a very good lap time. And 1.2 seconds behind is Boss. 2.4 for Mickey, and Grim is yet to set a lap time. Let's see where our dear Grim man comes out. Oh, looking like Grim is struggling quite a bit with this car. I would have enjoyed doing round one, but unfortunately with all of the problems we had last week with DRFS being 50 minutes behind schedule because of the bad lobbies and not being able to start, we had 2 or 3 restarts from Ivano, then Mangino had to take over as a PS4 host, and that took 2 or 3 tries and a couple of lobby restarts, as we see contact from Grim and Boss, and there's probably some rage underneath Boss's helmet in that one. And yeah, 50 minutes behind schedule, DRSL at the point where Tier 1 was about 6 minutes left of their race. Tier 2 still hadn't been able to start. So by the time DRSL Tier 2 actually managed to start last week, we were about 24 minutes behind schedule on DRSL last week. Luckily, there was only one restart needed for this week, so we were quite lucky. Let's hope this race can start a little bit more smoothly and right away. I think Urk and Ivano are in the same team. So the Sega boys are in Tier 1 for this season. Bullet, Rocker, and Merc. But we might lose Merc too because of some real life stuff hindering him to race. And I will not say what those things are because that is private and that is up for him to tell and not me. But it's nothing serious, but he will just not be able to race for a full season, sadly, with us, Mr. Thor, Mr. Panthro, as we now start the race. And we have Mickey with a little disco on the track. Let's see if we can get a good clean start from everyone. Why is oh my goodness, the issues in this game, it's simply stunning. As we see Ivano with a good start, Ivan right behind him. Ivan had a very good start as well, from 4th to 2nd. We have Boss down in 3rd, Mickey in 4th, Grim in 5th, and Urk in 6th. Yeah, the lobby is very lonely this week, unfortunately. Not a lot of racers. Autopolis has its fans and it has its haters. And Ivano so far leading the pack. And and the lag issues looks a lot more distant than what it was last week. And just look at how slow these cars has to drive in the slow corners. There's no downforce to give these cars a lot better handling than they should have. They are insanely heavy. That V16 engine, I think, yeah, it's not a light engine, that's for sure. As we come through to finish lap 1, we have Ivano still in front of Ivan and Boss. And we have, as we see Boss almost losing it through turn 1. Mickey in 4th, we have Grim right in front of Urk. And Urk seems to be the biggest loser out of the start, but he's challenging Grim. As we all know, Grim is not easy to get past. So, as we see, I think... Oh, Grim has actually cursed himself. I think the commentary curse struck him down. As Grim... Oh, he's struggling so hard. Oh, no! What has happened to Ivan? Oh, Ivan has had a spin through the hairpin. And we had smoke from the front of the car. That is kind of weird considering the back of the car is what houses the engine. And we have Ivan now all the way down in 5th. He will lose the position to Grim after his penalty. And Ivan has a lot of work to do. It's not easy with racing soft tires on either. It is not going to be an easy job for Mr. Ivan. As we see Grim going off too, it's a very difficult race for these two gentlemen. Like I said, there's a good reason why I'm scared of this track. And I probably would have been in the wall 50 million times by now. As we see Boss with the fastest lap of the race with a 1:40, and we have Urk with a 1:41.1. So that lasted long. And we have Boss catching up to Ivano. Going on board with the Goose Lord. Someone's making food in my neighborhood with a lot of garlic. I can smell it right now. It smells like kebabs. Boss is right on Ivano's heels. I think Ivano might be saving the tires as much as possible as well. Let's go on board with the other camera angle, which seems to be very narrow in this car. It's not a lot of glass. Oh! What in the world happened there? Oh! Boss going on the outside. There is a little bit of stutters, a little bit of lag still on this game, but we have Mickey closing in on these two. The Italian, the Canadian, and the Dane. But looks like Boss and Ivano had the better exit out of the last turn. Boss going for a dive on the inside into turn 1. But ultimately is a little too far behind Ivano to make a move into turn 1. We have Mickey closing in on the double, the top 2. The double, what am I saying? Let's take a look back with Ivan and Urk, and we can see Ivan is making himself, making the way up the field, and he's already caught up to Urk, passed him. He is past Grim as well, as we go back with Ivano and Boss, and this is turning out to be one hell of a battle, I tell ya. Ivano and Boss. And we're on lap 4, and we can see the tires starting to die off. Mickey has actually saved his tires the best by staying behind these two and just licking his lips. In a few short moments, I will have these two, while they go into the pits. But maybe we'll see a 5th and a 6th lap from these two. As Boss tries to go on the outside this time of Ivano. Will it work? Who will be the braver? As we see Ivano on the inside, just defending for his life through turn 1. Oh, and Ivano still manages to stay ahead of Boss. But Boss is right on Ivano's heels. Who will master the tire wear the best? Right now it seems like Boss is the best. But then again, we have Mickey in this fight too. We can't forget about Mickey. Mickey's just abiding his time and looking for an easy pass, an easy meal. Urk with the fastest lap time of 1:41.1. And it looks like Ivano has managed to get some. I say that, and Boss takes Ivano through the hairpin. And we have a new leader of the race, Mr. Boss. The Goose Lord is now in first with Ivano right back behind in second. We have Mickey in third. We have Ivan in fourth. Just look at the tire wear. This is not going to be easy for anyone. I'm wondering what Boss is thinking right now with the tire wear, because it is insane in the membrane. This tire wear is murder on the tires, and if we see another lap from these two, as we see Mickey has also been able to get past Ivano, and Ivano has probably spun it because he's all the way down in 5th. We have Urk in 4th, Ivan in 3rd, Mickey in 2nd, and Boss just leading the way in 1st for the moment. This could be anyone's guess. This car is so difficult to tune. You can't buy anything extra for this car, and that is exactly why this man right here picked the choice for this season. To have as minimal tuning as possible. That's why this car was chosen. As we see Grim into the pits, this car was ultimately chosen to only have the skill level of the drivers, basically, how I see it, be the deciding factor of this season. There's not a lot you can do with these cars. Yeah, I think Ivano actually spun after Mickey and Boss passed him through the first hairpin, or second hairpin, I should say, to the downhill. And Ivano dropped all the way down to 5th. He's gotten past Urk again, his teammate, and Ivan is now up into 3rd place. And just look at Ivan's front left tire. There's nothing left of it. And Mickey, Boss, will Boss go into the pits this time? Boss goes into the pits. We have Mickey diving in as well. Will Ivan also go in? Ivan does go in. So we'll probably have 6 laps stint, 10 minutes stint. And Urk has been into the pits 1 lap earlier. Ivano as well. Grim has also been in. We have Boss coming out. There's no fuel, refuel of fuel in this one, I think. Yeah, your tires were crazy on Thursday. I didn't watch the entire race, Dennis, but yeah, that was crazy. And by the way, congratulations with an awesome win. You just crushed the Tier 1 boys. You got to be proud of that one. Holy crap, man. Boss now in first still. He is 3.2 seconds ahead of Mickey, and he just looks to take charge and run away from Mr. Mickey. We have Ivan closing in on Mickey, so Mickey will have to go from attack to defense, and that will certainly change things out a little bit. We know how fast Ivan is. He won about 80%, 90% of all the races last season. There was a few races he didn't win, and Kim managed to take the win. But yeah. As we see, Ivan is closing in on the Dane. I started to wonder when I saw your racing soft tires on that first stint. I just thought, man, that is one crazy Dutchman. One crazy guy from Holland, and the strategy actually worked. As we see, Ivan is closing on Mickey. Mickey will have to defend, as I said. We have a big gap between Urk, Ivano, and Grim at the moment, so we're going to keep focused on our fight for second. As we see, Boss is just running away with it. Almost 7 seconds now in front of these two. Ivan has dropped off a little bit. He's a second behind Mickey. I think he might be struggling a little bit in the corners as he did with last season's car. He had an amazing speed of the Silvia, as we see Ivan almost losing it. As we said, yeah, Ivan did have one of the absolute fastest Silvias on track last season. But he did understeer quite a bit from what we could see in Phil driving against him. That his cornering abilities wasn't as strong as, for example, Team Sega or Wrecking Ball Racing. But Mickey still staying in front of Ivan. Take an onboard view with Mr. Mickey now, as Ivan is following. 8 seconds behind Boss, 8.5. So Boss is doing good work today. Little onboard footage with our friend Mickey. So you see Ivan is still closing in on Mickey. but just seems to be struggling to stay close enough. Maybe it's the problem that last year's Formula 1 cars had. The dirty air is just too brutal if you're staying too close to the driver in front. As you can see, Mickey still doing good work, staying in front of Ivan. Oh, Ivan almost losing it there again. Ivan is really pushing the car, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick look down the field. As we see Urk in 4th, we have Ivano in 5th and Grim in 6th. A very lonely race for Grim again. Boss is almost 10 seconds ahead of Mickey and Ivan now. Most of the field has been quite spread out in this very lonely 6-car race. Kind of reminds me of Gran Turismo 4 or 5, stuff like that, when no more than 6 cars were present on track. I think that was it, or 16 cars. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I played those games. But Mickey's still doing good. He's keeping Ivan behind. Mr. Marlboro Man from last season in the Marlboro Silvia. We can see the front tires are really taking a beating in this one. Mickey's tires are actually looking better, so I think Mickey quite possibly might have his brake balance set to the back. Yeah, this is not a BOP race, so we can have brake balance. And I think Ivan might have his brake balance set to the front. Yeah, I think you're right with that one, Dennis. I don't really remember what GT5 and 6 had. I really don't. It could have been more. It could have been 16 cars on track on those games, but yeah, I really don't remember what the limitations were. I remember at least the staple for the AI cars in Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, and 4 was 6-car max on track. So it was very lonely, but what could you do with limited hardware capabilities back in those days? As we see Mickey going off! No! This is why I despise this track. He went off in the corner I really hate most. Oh, Mickey, he lost the position to Urk as well, so we have Mickey down. He's lost 2 places. And Urk's tires are looking quite ravaged. And yeah, he might have to go into the pits shortly, as we see. Oh, Ivano. Yeah, Ivano's tires are not doing good at all. Grim will have to go in shortly too. And Boss's tires are looking good because he's actually able to drive conservatively and save those tires. Ivan is probably pushing it as a bat out of hell right now, and he's probably gonna smash his tires to bits, trying to catch up to the Goose Lord himself. And we have him 25 seconds ahead of Urk at the moment, but Boss and Ivan has still to pit. Yeah, I did play a lot of online on GT5 as well, but yeah, I don't truly remember what the limit of the cars were on track. I really don't. I think GT5 and 6 had the opportunity to have 16 cars on track. I do think there was over 10 cars on track at any given time, that going for single player and multiplayer. I do believe the PS3 was strong enough for at least 10 plus cars on track. As we see Boss into the pits, and this will probably be Boss's final pit stop. Will Ivan go for another? No, Ivan dives into the pits as well. Boss will, of course, come out before Ivan. He will not take fuel. And as we can see, Boss has actually saved more fuel too, so Ivan will have to pay attention to his fuel gauge. As we see Urk closing in. It's going to take half a lap to warm up these soft tires. As we see 13 seconds in front is Mr. Boss. He just has to keep the car on track, calm and collected, and no mistakes now, Mr. Goose Lord, and you'll snag the victory in this one. You will be crowned the new king if you continue doing this. Yeah, and Ivan might be pushing it quite hard to try and catch up to the Goose Man. And unfortunately, Grim has had to retire the car due to technical difficulties. That means I will show on the list again, but don't worry, I am not actually on track. And Urk is closing in a tiny bit on Ivan. Just listen to this car. Just listen to the turbos. This is an angry automobile. This is an angry car. Very mean. Thousand horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. It has been gagged a little bit, hogtied. It is missing 600 horsepower from its original displacement, but this car is still ultra powerful, as we see Urk just messing up the section of turns right there. Ivan still hasn't been able to close in all that much on Boss. I think Boss is just either Boss is pushing it or no. Considering that Ivan's tires are looking a little bit more worn at the moment than Boss's tires already, I think Boss is just keeping it calm. And yeah, Boss has a new lap time of 1:39.7. Boss is kicking ass and taking names in this one. Ivan really isn't keeping up with the Goose Lord. And it is getting a little bit darker around Autopolis. Urk now 6 seconds behind Ivan. Ivan. Beautiful glowing disc brakes. Mickey down in 4th after his unfortunate trip into the grass. Ivano in 5th. It is definitely getting a lot darker. I will be honest, I'm not a big fan of the dark because it makes it more difficult to see the cars, but at least we can see the disc brakes. And there we have the boss man. Oh yeah, it's very dark now. It's going to be very difficult to see, as we see Ivan has eaten out 3 seconds on Boss. Boss just has to keep this going for another 4 minutes. 3, 4, yeah, 4 minutes. I think. No, 3. Come on, Boss. Ivan now. It's going to be very difficult to see this track in the dark, that's for sure. Urk. Mickey. Ivano was looking good, but from what we can tell, he had a spin. And the gap is still going down. Boss just has to keep his mind focused. We can see Ivan is using a lot more of his tires than Boss is. Boss is very smooth. I think Ivan is a lot more aggressive on his tire wear, as we have 2 minutes remaining. So I think it's going to be 1, perhaps 2 more laps out of this one. We're going to get a 19th lap. As we can see, the field is quite spread out, so there's not a lot of action right now. So we're just going to keep on with the Goose Lord and Ivan. Seconds down to Urk, 20 seconds down to Mickey from Urk, and 44 seconds down to Ivano from Mickey. So Ivano really had a good start, but yeah, the race really wasn't with him. As we see him slowing down, I think Ivano might have had enough. I think Ivano might have had enough of this one. He is slowing it all down. He does not want to do another lap of this track. And that's him stopping on the start finish. Let's hope that Boss doesn't get too distracted from this. Boss will do another lap. I think the same will be said about Ivan. Ivan will also do another one. 10 seconds now. Whoa. And Ivan just made the final lap, so we're gonna have Urk, Mickey, and Ivano to finish the race first. And Mickey takes 4th. It's been a difficult race for Mickey. He was looking good for a moment, and then everything went to hell, as we can say. And Boss, he has pretty much been flawless this entire race, and I think he was probably the winner last week. He's gonna take another win, and things are finally looking up for Boss. Boss has been strong all season in DRSL and DRFS. He has been a lot more difficult to beat. A lot more consistent, a lot stronger in his driving. It seems like the physics model is suiting Boss a lot more than GT Sport. So GT7's model is a little better in that regard, as we see Boss coming in to take first. Very good job, Boss. Congratulations. And Ivan comes home in a strong second. Yeah, of course, Dennis. Yeah, shame it didn't work out for Ivano this time. Well, that is it for round 2. Alright, the clip is saved, so I will upload the footage to the DR chat as well. And I will close the stream as soon as we get back to the lobbies. So thank you all for watching tonight. And yeah, I will do a lot more of these live comms. Next week I will probably be racing around the Watkins Glen track, because that is a track I've been wanting to race around for a long time. It is a good track from Forza. The only game I've actually raced around that track in, and it's good to have it in GT, so I'm looking forward to a good race from that track, hopefully. And that's it. Congratulations to Boss for his victory. You too, Dennis. Have a good night. Alright, that is it. That is where we cut off this stream today. So thank you all for watching, and come back next time. Bye-bye.